Hey everybody, out here in the National Forest today, shooting video with Mark. Hey. And I'm going to cook up some beef stroganoff. So I'm going to go ahead and get things set up and I'll bring you back.
I found it in an international market. Never had them before. Oh.
Split some sticks. I'm going to go ahead and preload this. Try to leave the center of it open. It's one of those. One of those types. So I'm going to put a canteen on here, get some water boiling. Actually, I'm going to put my billy pot on, get some water boiling, make some coffee, and then boil noodles for this beef stroganoff that I'm cooking today. So I'm going to cook the noodles first because everything else inside the can is already cooked. It just needs to heat up together. So melt the cheese basically. I do typically with this, I make a chicken with pine nuts and broccoli spears, but we're going to try it with beef and see if it makes a stroganoff today. I got the fire going, you can see it, maybe. It's going slowly, but it's going. I have a 12 cm billy pot on top of it. And if I move the pot, you can see that the legs being planted firmly in that X pattern really creates the stable platform, and it expands the base of the Nano. Well, we have a boil now. I'm going to go ahead and pour some coffee. And start cooking these noodles. Alright, so I'll go ahead and cook these for a couple minutes, take them off, and then I'll go ahead and start on the mushrooms, sauteing the mushrooms. I brought some butter with me, and then go ahead and add the meat and the gravy mixture. See how it turns out. Okay, we have the noodles are just about done. A lot of the water is gone from that, but I just tasted one and it tasted al dente, so they're just about finished here. I got the mushrooms. a slab of butter here in this pan. I'm going to saute these mushrooms and add the cream of mushroom, the milk, the Parmesan cheese, and the roast beef with gravy. So I'll bring you back in a little bit, let you know how this goes. Got the butter, frying pan. Go ahead and melt this butter out a little bit. My friend Leslie from Oregon Bushcraft made this spatula for me. And I really appreciate that. Gotta love that sound. Saute the mushrooms in butter. Fry these up a little bit. That was only like a tablespoon of butter that I used. But I'm going to fry these up. I'm going to go ahead and open up these other two cans. Get the rest of the ingredients over here. Luckily the mushroom soup has a pop top on it, so that's convenient. Take a sip of coffee. Go ahead and get my milk and Parmesan cheese. Everything's going to be ready to go. So that way when these mushrooms are finished, you just dump everything in. Got the mushrooms popping. Firebox is going good. Took a little while with wet wood, but it finally caught. Sipping on coffee. About to add the milk and Parmesan cheese. Got my roast beef opened here. And a can of cream mushroom soup. And the noodles are already done. So, whoa! Alright, I'll bring it back. Woo, that one came up, almost kissed me in the face. It's gonna be good, okay? This is, like I said, I usually do cook this for, with chicken and broccoli, or asparagus, pine nuts. Alright, so it's bubbling up a little bit. We got all the mixture. I just added everything in and just kind of been stirring it a little bit. Everything's pretty much the same color. And I tasted it. It's Stroganoff-esque, we'll say that. It's creamy beef with mushroom. Been sipping on my coffee. The fire died down to coals, so we're cooking good here. We got a medium to low heat, and which is right where I wanted it to be to melt the cheese. Basically everything that I added in here was already cooked. All I had to do is just kind of melt the cheese, so that's all we're doing here. Stirring it up, making sure it's all mixed up, not boiling over. So we're going to serve it up, and I'll bring you back in just a minute. Well, here it is. It's actually pretty dang good. Well, we got it cooked. Beef, cream of mushroom, milk, Parmesan cheese, a little can of mushrooms, and I just used noodles that we had in the pantry that were already open. So Mark seems to think he says that it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good.
Yeah, real good.
I mean, it's not dehydrated, it's not ultra light, but it's a hearty meal that you cook for your family, camping or out on the trail. What I cooked here today was probably enough for 3 or 4 people. So I appreciate everybody watching, liking, commenting. Enjoy the outdoors. There we go. Moss and a clean pot. Now to clean the rest of it.